Hi girl, welcome. Get ready for the story on how I went from a mom of 3 who is single to a stay-at-home baby mama. Go grab you some popcorn, some water, and maybe even some tissues, because at some points it does get a little heavy, but enough talking, let's get into it.
Now you're probably wondering how I went from this to this. Let me take you back to 2019. I was living my best life in Las Vegas as a flight attendant. I was almost completely debt-free. I also made close to $1,000 monthly from my server job that I only worked at 2 nights out of the week. And I lived literally 5 minutes away from the strip. Life was good, better than good. The only thing that I was missing though was a man. Not just any man though, the man that God specifically made for me and who was going to be my forever after and always. And 10 days into January of 2019, I thought I met him. By February, we were meeting each other for the very first time physically and in person in New Orleans. Y'all, it just felt like it was destiny. And then March came around and he asked me to be his girlfriend. By April, we were seeing each other again in Dallas, and boy,
we had a time last night. Boy, we had a time last night.
Later on in May, the workout journey, I don't know if we're gonna pause it, if we're going to continue it or what. Found out that I am going to be having a baby. And that is a lot of things. All right, intermission. Quick story on how I got pregnant, because I know some of y'all are hearing this story and you're like, wait a minute, this timeline, January, February, y'all met in person for the very first time physically. March, you his girlfriend. April, y'all meet up again in Dallas. And then May, you're pregnant? You're pregnant, girl? 2 months into the relationship? 5 months into, like, talking? Backstory. So, when we were in Texas, I was there for recurrent training. And if you are a former flight attendant or a current flight attendant, then you know. If you know, you know. So I'm at recurrent training and I'm practically gone all day. We had a time. And I knew that it was during my conception time. Like, I was like, this is like the perfect day for me to get pregnant. So we gotta go get a plan B. But can you go grab it, because I'm in recurrent training all day. And you would just be in a hotel, so like you got nothing but time. So he goes, I go. I come back later on that day. It's late now, y'all. It's late because like recurrent training literally is all day. And I'm like, hey, did you get the pill? Because like you can't text or anything like that because it's recurrent training. So I'm like, hey, did you get the pills? When I get home and get to the hotel and see him. And he's like, no, but I got you something better. It's like a safer alternative. It's neem oil pills. So he told me if I take the neem oil pills, then just keep taking them until I bleed. Supposed to take like 1 or 2 a day until you start bleeding. And that's how you know it works. All right, so like days after of me taking them, I bleed. So I'm like, oh, okay, they worked.
You're a dummy, bitch.
Don't be like me. Don't believe that man. Trust your intuition. If your gut said go do something and a man telling you something else, like, trust that gut. But if your gut is telling you one thing and a man telling the same thing that your gut telling you, all right, you can trust that man. But I shouldn't have trusted that man. But I'm thankful for my baby. June comes around and I finally get a line that will take me internationally. I basically went around the world in about 16, 17 days. And while I was in Guam, having a time,
that is when the second red crack appeared in our relationship. You see, my birthday had arrived and he didn't wish me a happy birthday. He didn't call me, like nothing. Completely forgot about my birthday. And it's like, dang, like how you gonna forget your pregnant girlfriend's birthday? But although I felt the type of way, I also had a moment to have some empathy, and I was like, well, you know, there is a lot going on. One, I'm pregnant. Two, he's in the middle of moving across country. So I didn't really want to fault him like that, because it was like, yeah, this is messed up, but then on the other hand, like, yeah, you probably do got a lot going on mentally. It's only been a month, so that was still, though, a red flag. When I got back from my international trip in July, he had moved in and he had the apartment decorated to help celebrate my missed past birthday. And then in August, we moved into our very first place together. It was such an exciting time to go from a 1-bedroom to a 2-bedroom with, you know, the bathroom inside of your bedroom. And then by September, I was questioning our relationship and if I should give the baby up for adoption. By October, he broke up with me.
What happened? Something must have happened.
It's not you, it's me.
You're giving me the it's not you, it's me routine? I invented it's not you, it's me.
November 17th, I had our daughter. Exactly 2 months early. She's like, Mindy is so good, but